Today we're in Cornwall, a place called Porthcurno. We're going to head down towards the beach, past the open air theatre, follow the coast path to Land's End and make it around. We're parked in the car park, it's £5.70 all day, so we're heading forward now towards the beach. We just get down to the top of the beach and then turn right, going up the cliff at the other side to see the little theatre. At the end of the car park on your left hand side you've got the toilets. In front of us now we've got the beach down below. And we're just walking up the right hand side to the Minack Theatre. So that's just looking back towards the car park at the end. As you can see, it's just like a Mediterranean beach. Lovely clear white sand. Right, we'll keep heading on up to the top now. We pass like an old beach cafe. 20 foot further on, we turn right, steeply uphill. We've made our way to the top. We turn right. We've just turned left in towards the theatre now. So let's have a look. Nice flowers. We're just in the car park at the Minack Theatre. There's free parking if you're watching the shows. We're just in the theatre gardens now having a look round. Absolutely beautiful. We're just stood next to the theatre now having a look at Porthcurno Beach. And that's just looking at the other side in front of the theatre. Well, we're not going into the theatre today, so we're going to start our walk now. So we just make our way to the top of the car park. Coast path is straight forward through that gate. So we're on the coast path now. Where them two people are walking, on the other side you've got the theatre and the gardens. Right, we're turning round and heading towards Land's End now. We've only left the theatre about 10 minutes ago. Come over the top and look at that, fantastic. We're following the path on the right hand side. We've got a little beach down below there, look. And we're going to be heading across the top. You're walking with the taxi driver today. As you can see, it looks like we're in for a bit of stiff climbing today. We just keep heading forward, following the path. Every time we come round a bend, there's another little cove, and we'll try and show you as many as we can. Just down below us, we've got a tiny little village called Porthcurno, and we think there's toilets there, so we're going to go and check it out. As you can see, there's like a tunnel carved through the rock to get you down to the beach. And then as we make our way down to the bottom, we can see there's another hole cut through to the rocks at the other side. And there's the view. Just behind me we've got a seat. And if we look up there, look. We've got two like little caves carved into the rock. And you've got like a little cafe and toilets at the back. Well, we'll keep going. We're heading towards Land's End. We're back up on the coastal path now, but before we go any further, we thought we'd just give you a quick shot. The beach is just below me, and there is a little car park here if you want to come with your car. We look to our left-hand side and we see this sort of strange rock formation. It almost looks as if everything's stacked on top of each other, but they're all sort of interjoined. It looks great. And then we look to our right-hand side and it almost looks like a head there of somebody, like an Indian chief. chin, lips, nose and forehead. It looks fantastic. And we're just stood at the side of the chief's head now. Everywhere you look, it's absolutely fantastic. Look at that. As we walk along, we see the lookout station and the rescue helicopter there. And on our left-hand side, we've got a German television company filming here. And there's the view. I think they're filming a documentary about a famous Cornish novelist. We can't get too close because they're filming and we're trying to keep to side, so you know, we're only trying to be fair really. But this is good, we're filming and they're filming at the same time. And there you've got the director giving them directions in German. It's great, is this? Well, that's where we're going, but we're going to have to drop down, as you can see, and take the path up to the top at the other side. Well, we've made our way to the other side. The German television crew is still filming, look. And there's the view. That was pretty steep. We keep going. Well, there's so much to see. We'll just show you a bit more. Look at this. And we've got cattle there on the skyline. We can see a mother with a calf there. We can just make out Land's End in the distance. Well, it just keeps getting better and better. Look at this. We've got like some caves at the other side. We'll give you another shot now. We think that looks pretty good. We're not too far off Land's End now. We just keep heading forward. There's a bit of breeze on because we're near the cliff edge, but every time you come round the corner, the view just seems to get better and better. We can see the lighthouse in the middle of the sea just to our left. As we make our way downhill, we've got a tiny little bridge to cross. We can see a tiny little beach on our left-hand side. And we're gonna walk on that path in the middle of your picture. To reach the other side, you cross over the little freshwater stream, little beach down below. And if we look to the other side, we can see evidence of mining. The seam has gone straight through, and as they've dug it out, they've made like a little tunnel. You can see the sea at the other side. Well, it's very warm as we walk along this path. We're not making very fast progress today because we keep stopping and talking to people, but we're having a great time. But we best keep going. We've a lot to do. As we walk along the path, on our right-hand side, covered in like white flowers, we can see the entrance to a mine shaft. We're just at the entrance to the mine shaft, but we've decided to look back and take a shot of this beautiful Cornish countryside. Look at that. That's the path we've just... Well, that's the path we are on at the moment, but halfway to the other end. We'll turn round and keep going. And here we are, heading forward again. Well, we're spoilt for choice here. Which shot do you take or which don't you take? We think we'll keep taking them all. That's our path on the right-hand side. As you can see, the path just passes through the centre of the rocks just here. And we've got like really orange lichen on the side of a few of them. As we walk round the corner, we think we can see some seals in the water, so I can see 3 of them, I think. So let's have a look. Sun's dazzling me, but I think I've got one there. Yeah, definitely a seal. All we want now is a basking shark. We keep looking out for seagulls on the surface, you know, to give away the plankton and the sharks, but we haven't been lucky so far. Well, we best keep going. We'll leave the seals now, just at the end of the sort of bay here. You've got like tiny little caves, but we're walking up to the top. We keep going. We're just looking back again, and top of the cliff edge, look. Everybody's just admiring the view. Beautiful is this. So there on the left hand side of your pitch, I don't know how many there is, 4 or 5. We can see our destination in the distance. Well, it's going to be halfway anyway. We'll keep going. We cross over a little stream as we make our way up the other side. We look to our left. That's quite a good shot, that. Well, there we are in the distance. That's what we're heading for. But as you can see, that's going to take us another 20 minutes or half an hour. We keep going. Just look at these 2 little tiny islands, fantastic. And at the back there you've got the lighthouse. As we make our way to Land's End, we pass through a little sort of a pottery workshop and little farm. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. And cockerels crowing bang on cue. This is called Grebe Farm. It's like a pottery and arts and crafts centre as well. Just above the farm you've like a little lookout point and a seat there, look. Well, we're just making our way towards Land's End now. We'll just give you a quick look as we go through. There's like an old lifeboat there, look, and it looks as if you can have a look around. And there we are, Land's End, 17th of July, 2013. New York, 3,147 miles, John O'Groats, 874. We look to our right-hand side, and there you've got the first house in England, and the last. We're just making our way back through to the car park now. So we're going to take the easy path back to Porthcurno now. So straight across the front of the car park, out the gates, and we're heading up the road. We'll be back to you. We walk to the brow of the hill. The signpost at the top says Porthcurno, 3 mile. We turn right there. Walk to the end of the village, and then we're looking for a right turn. It's called Trevescan. It's only a tiny little village. Just past the Apple Tree Cafe and Art Studios, we turn right. Walk across the front of the houses, and it's in the left-hand corner, just at the side of the tree. So you've walked across the front of the houses, over a stile, into an open field, with a stile in front of us, and a farm to our left. So we've crossed into the next field, keeping to the left-hand hedge. We're heading towards a farm now. So we just head straight forward, over the stile, turn right, up the track, then immediate left, following the tarmac track, houses on our right-hand side. And then at the end of the buildings, just keep heading straight forward. You've a palm tree on your right-hand side. This is quite a nice little walk back, really. A tiny bit further on, we come out onto the path and look at the colour of these flowers, blue and yellow, on our left-hand side. We just keep heading forward. We turn slightly left after a couple hundred yards. We're heading towards a footbridge and a place called Higher Bossistow. And a place called Higher Bossistow, the text I'm saying. We keep going. As you walk forward to the next field, full of potatoes at the moment, you'll wonder where the path is. In the distance, you'll see a farm. We've just checked it out, and you more or less walk across the potato field. And if we look here, we've got a couple of people heading towards us, so that's lucky. So let's just zoom in, see if you can get an idea where the path is. There we are, they're in the middle of our picture, so that's where we're heading, towards the farm. We walk through the gate at the end of the field. For about 30 feet, we're walking between two hedges. We see our footpath sign. We turn left, downhill, up the other side, still heading towards the farm. We're through the bushes now, up to the top of the field, to the gate, straight through and turn right. We can see the farm in the distance. That's where we're heading, following the wall side. Walk to the end of the wall, turn right onto the track, and then we're going round the back of the farm, looking for another path. We'll be back to you. So we're on the track now, heading forward, out of the gates. House is on our left-hand side. As soon as you walk out of the gates, you'll see the red arrow sign. Turn left there. Walk up the path and turn left through the buildings. You'll see a yellow arrow off to your right-hand side. Just ignore that. So we're just heading down the track now, heading towards the road. We've just spotted this red admiral about 6 feet in front of us, so we're keeping very still. There's massive dragonflies, 2 or 3 inch long, flying up and down. There's dozens of them. Well, you can't get much closer than that, can you, to a red admiral? There's loads of butterflies in Cornwall, but this is the first red admiral we've seen this week, and he's a beauty. And we've got dragonflies as well, flying up and down this glade. There's plenty of insects about. Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I'm just going to take the zoom off, just to let you see that these are live shots. These aren't added afterwards. And as you can see, there's the track we're walking up. And there's a dragonfly on the track. I can't get much closer because if we do, we'll disturb it. And we've got another red admiral come our left-hand side. Gosh, there's some insects down here, fantastic. Let's see if I can get this red admiral. Well, it might not be a red admiral. I'm not quite up on my butterflies when he's got his wings closed from the side, but it's still a great shot, whether it is or it isn't. You can see him feeding there, look. And that's about as close as we can get. Well, I'm going to leave it at that and keep going. Well, the red admiral's flown off and we've got another little insect there. Well, we'll keep going. This is our second red admiral, about 12 feet away from this. Well, it's certainly a glade full of, as you can see, the hedges are pretty close and they're packed with flowers. Well, we'll keep heading forward. We make our way up to the road and then turn left. And then within 100 feet, we turn right up the farm track. Sign says Highlands. Walk forward through the farm till you see the houses in front of you. Then turn right. Just keep walking forward on the track to the end of the farm buildings and then turn left. So we go round the back of the farm, through the iron gate. We turn slightly right. Looking through the middle of them cows, we can see the stile in front of us. That's good, is that? That's great. Well, that were good at Farmer because he showed us the way through. Well, we're going to wander through these cows now. So we head through the next field, walk in between them two posts, into the next field, head slightly to the right-hand side of the field, and about 100 yards in from your right, you'll see the stile. It's quite well hidden though, on a slight bend. We go over there, into the next field, look straight forward and you'll see a big shed and the end of a white house in front of you. Look to the right-hand side of there, and you can see a gate. When we get down to the gate, we can see an arrow there. So we go through the gate, keeping the hedge on our right-hand side, towards the farm. As we head forward to go through the gate, it looks like we've got 5 or 6 little swallows here. They've gone. Walk through the buildings and that should lead us towards the road. Just keep walking to the end of the houses, turn left, and that'll take you back to the car park. Well, it's 7:30 in the evening, we've just got finished. We hope you've enjoyed our walk in Cornwall. You've been walking with a taxi driver today.